Once upon a time, there was a very rich man who lived with his 3 daughters. The 2 older daughters laughed at anyone who did not dress as well as they did. If they were not going to a ball, they were shopping for many fine dresses and hats as they could carry home. The youngest daughter, Beauty, liked to read most of the time. "No one will want you," her 2 older sisters said. They laughed. "Look at your hair. You look like a servant girl." Beauty did not know why they talked in her in a mean way, but she said nothing. One day, the father got some very bad news. He had spent all of his money on a ship he had sent out to sea for trade. Now, he learned, the ship was gone, and everything on it was lost. All at once, the rich father became as poor could be. The family could no longer stay inside the big house. The house, its fine tables and chairs and fine things, had to be sold. All the father had left was a little hut deep in the woods. So that is where he and his 3 daughters had to move. Living in a hut in the woods was hard work. Each day a fire had to be started, meals cooked, the place cleaned up, the garden tended, and now things fixed and when they broke. Now that the family was poor, you might think the 2 older sisters would help out with chores. Think again. "She looks like such a mess," they said, turning up their noses at Beauty. "She might as well serve us." And so Beauty did all the hard work. And then the news. The father's ship came to shore. "Daughters," said the happy father, "I'm going to town. Tell me what fine gifts I can bring you back." "Bring me the finest dress from the finest shop," said the eldest sister. "I want one just like it," said the middle sister. "And you, Beauty?" said he. "All I want, father," she said, "is a single rose." "Can you believe her?" said the eldest sister. "What a fool!" said the middle sister. They both laughed. "Girls," said the father, "if that is what Beauty wants, that's what I will bring back for her." The father was on his way home when he thought, "I forgot about the rose for Beauty." All at once the sky turned black. "Oh dear," he said, "a storm is coming." A moment later, the heavy rain fell from the sky. Soaking wet and tired, the father saw a blink of light from far away. He went closer to the light, hoping it would mean there would be some place that he could ask to stay the night. When he got up close, he saw a large palace with candles in all of its windows. It was very odd, but the garden gate was open, and so with care, the father stepped in. "Hello?" he said. No answer. There before him was a great feast over a long table. "Hello?" he said again. Still no answer. The father sat down in front of the fire to warm himself, and he waited, but still no one came. "I suppose it'd be all right if I stayed the night," said the father. He took a quick bite from the feast, found a bedroom, and fell fast asleep. The next morning, the table was laid again, but this time with breakfast. Again, most odd, no one was around. "I suppose I should leave," said the father after a while. On the way out, he passed a rose garden. "I will take one," said he, and he picked a rose for Beauty. Just then, a loud stomp came up from behind him. Roared a voice. You took my rose. The father spun around, and there before him was an awful, huge monster. I'm sorry, he said. I didn't know. You'll pay for this, the beast yelled. You will die. The father fell on his knees. Please, he begged, do not kill me. I only pick a rose for my daughters. Oh, so you have daughters, said the beast. Well, if one of them will come here and stay here in this palace, you'll be free. If not, you must return yourself in 3 months and take your punishment. When father got home, Beauty could tell something was wrong. What is it, father? She said. Oh, nothing, said he, but she knew that was not true. At last, the father told his girls what happened and what the beast has said. This has all happened because I asked you to bring home a rose, said Beauty. I will go there in your place, or else you will die. No, I cannot allow that, said the father. I am old, and I don't have much longer to live. You are young. You must not do this for me. But Beauty would not change her mind. And 2 days later, the father took Beauty to the palace where the beast lived. So this is your daughter? Said the beast, looking at Beauty. Yes, said she. I will stay here, and that means my father is free to go. That is what you said. Yes, said the beast. The days were long. There was no one for Beauty to talk to in the palace. Every night at 9, the beast would come for dinner. At first he would only grunt, and she said nothing. After all, it was not easy to be a prisoner, even if it was at a palace. Then one time at dinner, he made a little joke, and she smiled. Another time, he made a comment, and she looked at him in the eye. After that, he would ask about her day, and she would tell him. Not long after that, Beauty came to a part of the palace she's never seen before. Over a door was a sign, Beauty's room. The door was open. Inside the rooms were shelves of books. Into the ceiling, a piano, a cabinet of a fine dress, just her size. Now, there was much to talk about in this dinner. One night, at the end of dinner, Beast said, Beauty, I love you. Will you marry me? If you must know, she said, it would be to see my father. I miss him so much. The next night, Beast gave Beauty 2 magical items, a magic mirror and a magic ring. If you want to see your father, said he, just ask the magic mirror, it will show you. If you are ready to go back home, turn the magic ring on your finger 3 times and ask the mirror to take you there. When it's time to come back here, the palace, turn the ring 3 more times and ask the mirror to come back. But do not be gone for more than 1 week, or I will die of grief. Beauty agreed, and when she got back to her room, she looked in the magic mirror and asked to see her father. And there he was, in bed, looking so sick he could die. In fear, Beauty turned the ring on her finger 3 times. Please, magic mirror, she said. Take me home right now. And she was back. Such joy when her father looked up and saw Beauty. For much of why he was ill was knowing that Beauty was stuck in the palace, all because of him. Beauty stayed by her father's bed for hours. She told him that she had all the books she could read, music to play, and fine dresses to wear. The beast is not so bad, she said. Once you get to know him, he's good to talk to. He's my friend. Beauty looked around. Where are my sisters? They're both married, said the father. Did they marry good men? She said. They had a lot of money, said father. but I do not know if your sisters are happy. For the elder sister had married a handsome man so vain that he gave no thought about anything, including his wife. And the middle sister had to marry a man with a sharp wit, who used it to hurt everyone around him, and most of all, his wife. When the beauties came home and saw Beauty, dressed so well, and talking about how kind and good the Beast was to her, they burned with rage. Beauty told them she must stay no more than 1 week, and the sisters came up with a plan. They petted Beauty with such nice things they've never said before. When she told them she must go soon, they wept. They said that she must not leave. There was so much left that they had to do with her. And why does a few days matter at all? So Beauty stayed. One night she had a dream of Beast. In her dream, Beast lay sick and dying. When Beauty woke up, she asked the magic mirror to show her the Beast, and there he was, lying in the rose garden, looking so sick that he could die. At once, she turned the magic ring 3 times. "Take me back to Beast," she said, in a moment. She was sitting next to the poor, sick Beast who could only gasp for air. "You've come back," said the Beast in a thick voice. "I'm sorry, I'm late," said Beauty. "I cannot bear the idea of how many times you will not come back to me. I'm afraid it's too late for me now." His eyes closed. "No!" cried Beauty. "Do not leave me." Just then, she knew in her heart what was true. "I love you," she cried out. "Please come back. If only you would come back, I'll be your wife." Tears rolled down his cheeks. But just then, Beast opened his eyes. "Beauty," he said, "you did it." In a flash, the Beast was changed into a handsome prince. Beast did not know what to think about his change. "Ah, Beauty," said the Beast, and he told her his story. Years ago, when he was just a prince, an evil fairy had put a spell on him. He must stay a beast forever until a maiden loved him for who he was. And now she had broken the spell. So Beauty and the Beast were married. They lived happily ever after. Now, sleep well, little one.